have to figure that knowledge out for yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like for me at least, it wasn't something that I came to on my own decisions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All my life, I was taught, go to church, do this and do that, and you know what I'm saying. It wasn't something that I came to conclusion for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't something that, like, through my experiences in life and all of that, it wasn't something that, oh, this is what I need to do. I always did it because that's what my parents taught me.
Yeah, because when you're growing up and you're being told to go to church, you're not even really sure like what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you're not even sure, like, is this my religion? Like, you only think that that's your religion is because of how you were brought up.
Yes.
But
and the thing is, so as a Christian, I can't deny Jesus Christ because he's a real person. There's proof that Jesus walked the earth, and so
many signs.
So many. And the thing is, there's a lot of Christians that think Muslims are going to go to hell because they don't believe in Jesus Christ. Because in the Bible it says Jesus is the only way to God. Yes, and it's the only way to get to heaven, though. You know what I mean? So if you deny Jesus Christ, you're not going to go to heaven. The thing is, as a Christian, I can't deny Jesus Christ because I know He's real. Yeah. And my uncle's Muslim, and he prays to Allah, he prays to Yahweh, he prays to the same God we pray to.
Exactly.
But he was brought up in a different way, and so the way he was taught about Jesus, that's in his head, like that's how he's gonna think that they forgive him for what they do not know because he was taught wrong. But the thing is, since he prays to that same God, and my uncle is such a nice man, he is so loving. He has a light in him, he has that godly light in him. But the thing is, no, he doesn't believe in Jesus. But like I said, God forgives them for what they do not know. Like, his sin of denying Jesus Christ is no more of me cutting my wrist. And everybody's forgiven. And so he will go to heaven. And the thing is, like, my mama will say that he's going to hell and that I'm wrong. And what am I saying wrong right now? From the Bible, like there's nothing that you can say that I just said that I'm wrong. You can't deny what I just said. You know what I mean? Like that the whole point of God is love. And so the person that you hate, God loves. And so that's literally the whole point. And so who are you to say that they're going to hell? Or for you to you're not the judge.
You don't get to judge.
No, you don't have that gavel, You can throw that stone when you don't have any sins. But the thing is, we're all sinners.
We're humans.
Yes.
So I mean, you don't get a say in that. You don't get the right to say whether someone is going to hell or not. Because you don't know. So you don't know someone's situation, even if you see the surface. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. There's more to it. The thing is, it's unseen. It's unseen. This is all unseen.
There's more to it. So
exactly.
You're only equipped with a certain amount of knowledge about people. You don't see what happens, behind closed doors. You just see a surface, and that might be a lie. You know what I'm saying? That might not be the true, their personality. So you don't get a say. You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know clearly, So.
Clearly. They don't know clearly because that's why it says that this generation, they're going to ask for signs, but they're blind, and it says that he's not giving signs anymore. And so I feel like that's when the revelation happens because then people start seeing the signs. And, it's prophesied that the Queen of the South will rise up. And so...
And the scariest thing is, like what I was telling you, the majority of people, they don't see this. They don't see certain signs. They don't see, how this could be God communicating to them, or how this could be.
But it says that he will.
I be telling you stuff like that. How I be telling you, it's important to look for signs because
the whole hurricanes and the California wildfires and all that shit, like all that shit is like having to do with God. It's giving us signs. Like this whole like, have you ever seen those things where it's like they what is it? The people who like go around and people who like for like young women, like they take them and shit like that. What is those
Sex
things?
trafficking?
Sex trafficking.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen all that shit going around?
Yes, of course.
I feel like that's a sign. Like I don't know, shit like that you see. Like,
The world's
constantly.
going mad. It's chaos right now.
Yeah, exactly.
But the thing is, it's only chaos.
And Antarctica and how all that shit is like melting and shit. That shit's been happening for years. But out of nowhere, in 2019, the world started to notice it. No, fuck
There's
all
been
that.
an awakening. There's been a shifting.
Yeah,
though.
no, fuck all that.
What, are y'all ready for 2020? Like, I can't even imagine what, like, this year's about to bring, honestly.
And I just feel like God has been giving us signs, but we were too stupid to realize. Or he's been giving us signs,
that's what I'm saying.
He's been giving
us signs, but he was like, I wonder when they're gonna notice.
Exactly. They're about to notice.
At the last minute.
This is the rapture. Like, this is the Revelations. And when the first time I ever got my Bible, I started in the Revelations, and I didn't realize what I was reading, but it scared me so bad I didn't touch my Bible for a long time.
Because Revelations
predicts
a lot of stuff.
And the thing is, I've been spiritual though since I was young, you know, and so like I read the Revelations, like this is it, and like I have it written in my phone that it was November 26th or the 28th, and I wrote that I knew that I was living in the end of time since I was younger. But I never realized it then until I smoked the DMT on 12/12, and I feel like numbers have a meaning. And then on Friday the 13th, the last of 2019, I have the courage to make these videos talking about how the way I think. And like I said, it prophesies that people are going to think that he's out of his mind. Like they thought Jesus was out of his mind. You know, and so like that's what a lot of people are gonna think about me.
No, the resurrection is coming, and once it comes, there is no going back. He's gonna come down, and it's literally gonna be in the blink of an eye. There is no like I plead. There is no like I promise. Like it's either yes or no, bam, and that's it. And that's what they talk about in the Bible. How he's literally gonna come down, and it's literally gonna be in the blink of an eye.
Nobody knows the time. That's the whole point.
Nobody knows when. Nobody knows how. Nobody knows anything.
The thing is, when they say like nobody knows when or nobody knows, you know, how and things like that, Revelations predicts a lot of things that are happening now.
Yes.
Like a lot of things that you see now.
It's been predicted since almost Hitler.
Prophesied, yes.
It's been prophesied since Hitler started doing this, and that's when it started, because he tried to cast out. He did rituals and try to cast a lot of demons, and it says that there's a demon queen, and like so like you know how it refers to brothers. Well, that could also refer to as a girl. So like maybe he was like a demon fucking king. He tried to kill the Jews. He had no reason to go after the Jews. Why the Jews? You know what I mean? He had no motive, but he was demon oppressed, and he went after the Jews, and so like.
And that is the scariest thing, because the thing that terrifies me the most about spirituality and religion and all of this is, how do you know that what you're doing is the correct path?
I've been scared that I was a false prophet. For a long time, I thought I was so scared that I was a false prophet, but I was told to write everything and record everything. So I have proof, because you can't deny. You cannot deny the dates, the signs. Like tonight's a fucking blood moon, and I'm coming up with these revelations and this prophetic work, and I told you the stars were aligning. Friday the 13th, I told you the stars were aligning, and I didn't even know that it was gonna be a blood moon, because I don't look into that anymore. Like I'm not gonna study it when I can just look up and see what's going on, you know. So. That's the way it goes, right?
And that's what I be telling you about. Like the biggest things is like the signs, like just the stuff that that you would never think about, like the stuff that you would never realize, like the stuff that you was telling me about with your bank account.
Oh yeah.
And all of that, like it's the smallest of things that.
And then I feel like it gives us hope at the same time, because like, you know how like we're like, God is a funny man.
Oh,
Yes.
trying to tell him your plans, okay? Like, I plan on going to Madagascar February 7th to the 17th. I'm not going to be able to go because I made that plan, you know what I mean? But eventually I am going, but not on my own time.
God has
you know
a
what I
sense
mean?
of humor.
God
He
has
does.
a sense of humor.
Tell him your
And
plans and
it's-
he will fucking laugh in your face.
And it's almost like he's sitting there and he's like, little does she know.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
exactly.
But it's like in the goodness of his heart, because like little do we know, like this is what he's doing to do this, and this, and it's just like, I don't know, like the other day, like I shit you not, like I was like at the job that I have, like I make good money and all, but like at this point in my life, I was like, I have no money, like I just can't spend no more money. Like, it's Christmas coming up. I just stressing.
I'm not even buying anybody presents because they know I love them. Like, you know what I mean? Save your
It's
money.
just-
It's not about presents.
It's just an awful time to like have a bunch of stress on somebody. That's a different story. But like I was telling him, I was like, I have no money. Like I don't get paid till like the 18th, and like
Yeah.
that's just a long time for
Yeah.
me. Like I just cannot. I just was stressing.
Dude, my family used to go crazy for Christmas. And this year my mom made a pact that she made us pull out of a hat.
Mm-hmm.
And now we can only spend $5 and it has to be a homemade present. Like, me, my brother, and my sister. Like, that's what we're doing.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, me too.
But, and then I was just telling him, I was like, I just don't think how I'm gonna make it. And I took my other job and I got waitress on the side, and I was on my way to work, and I was like, God, like, please, like, I had a conversation with him, and I was like, God, like, please, like, let me make $100. I just need to make $100, I'm set, like, I'm fine. So I made $100, and I was like, oh my God, thank you, like, good looking out, like, you a real one, da da da. Like, I talk to God like he's my best friend.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I curse, I say sorry, but I'm like, dude, like, you already know how I am.
cuss in my videos
Da,
that
da,
I
da.
post.
Like, I just talk to him like he's like, that bitch.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
that motherfucking man,
And like,
bro.
so I just like talk to him like that. I'm like, you're a real one. I'm like, yes, fuck it, yes. So then I go home and like we're hanging out with a friend, da da da, and I had to cash out him some money. So long story short, I look at my account, I had over $1,000 in my account.
What?
And I didn't know that. And I looked at it and I was like, wow. I was like, y'all, this is like God like talking to me.
He performed so many miracles, and
He performed over than what I was expecting.
here's
I asked for $100. He gave me that plus more. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
yeah.
I did not expect that.
Yeah.
But here's what I'm telling you, like
He was like,
people-
little does she know. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I was like, little does she know. Like, I'm sitting over here like, wait till 5:00 p.m. She gonna see. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
But
it's
a lot
just
of
shit
people,
like that.
a lot of people wouldn't realize shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Like, how
a lot
that
of,
was him.
Yeah, a lot of people would just see that like, oh,
Oh,
you know,
what a
it's a
coincidence.
convenience.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
never like.
Oh,
I
that
don't
was
feel like
God.
it's never like that. you
No,
know?
that's what I mean. Like, everything has a purpose, and
It
like
was
the
that
blessings
day.
are real.
It was that day I had a conversation with him, and I was like, y'all, like, God, please, just give me $100. That's all I need. That's all I need.
The thing is, people will pray for things and then forget about them, and the blessings will come in their life, and
It'll come later, though, not on their own time.
Not on their time, but it will come later, and they won't even realize that they prayed for it.
That's
you know,
the
back
point
then.
of that's the point of
So it's-
patience.
You know, it's crazy. So.
Right, y'all,
And
God
that's
be
why,
giving me that patience.
and that's
I'm
why,
like, yo.
that's why I say he has a sense of humor, because it might not happen, you know, when you want it to, but it happens at the right time. It happens at the time that it needs to happen. You
Like,
know what
I'll
I'm
tell you
saying?
a funny, like, way how he works. Like, so one time we was driving, and we was at a stoplight. And you know how, like, when you're at a stoplight, and you're like, you see there's a red light ahead of you, and there's a car in this lane, but this lane's wide open. So you're like, why not just go on that lane? So you're like, so me and Brylan was like, so he pulled over to the other lane, and he stopped, and the car right behind this one stops, and another car like ran in the back of him, and we looked at each other and was like,
Oh, you talking about by Rutgers?
yeah, and we
Yeah.
looked at each other and was like, that was God. Like, he like literally told us to get in that other lane because they was finna get hit, and like we looked over and was like, that was finna be us, dude. Like, it was just like funny situations like that, like how he, like, I feel like he told you there was no car right there, so why not get right there? So he pulled over to the other lane, and we look over, boom, that car gets hit.
Wow. Yeah, he definitely has a sense of humor. Like,
and it was just like stuff like that, like you like literally see like
timing.
Like,
and like I said, timing isn't really a thing, but it's a schedule, because you know everything has to happen when it needs to happen. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Because things are timeless.
Yeah, once you align the things, once you like, okay,
see
like
it?
as they happen, but once you know you look back and be like, okay, this happened. Yeah, once you put things together, you'll see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's crazy. So it's a crazy experience. So
he's out of his mind.
Yeah. And that's the thing. People don't.
But
The reason
he does it for a reason.
Of course.
The reason a lot of people don't see that though, because like they say like Jesus, the Holy Spirit, like all of that, like you're not gonna understand it. Like a lot of the knowledge and stuff like that is beyond your understanding. So when it happens, you don't really realize it when it happens, you know. So, but like. And there's a lot of times where it happens to me, and there might be a lot of times where I look past it or I don't realize when it's happening. But you have to be vigilant. You have to be introspective and stuff like that. Like you have to understand that, because once you see that, you start to understand. You start to communicate with him. And stuff like that. Once you start seeing the signs, you start seeing the paths. Yeah, you start seeing how he's trying to communicate with you.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's crazy. But if you don't see that, you don't see the communication. You don't understand what he's trying to tell you. So.
Right. And I mean, I'll tell you, like in being in a relationship, like he talks to like. When we get into like arguments and stuff, we have come sometimes and like stop and be like, God, what is going on? Like, what is this? What do you want me to do? Because there has been times where it has been hard in the relationship, and you ask him and you stop and you're just like, what do you want me to do? Yeah. Do I stop? Is it me? Like, it's just, I don't know. It's a lot of things where, like, you just have to stop and be like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
And then the thing is, that's when the patience comes in. And so, because you're
communication.
and understanding, you know?
Where you, like, literally get on your knees and you're like, okay, now what?
I get on my knees in the shower and I repent, pray real quick, and just ask him to, like, lead my path. That's what I do.
Thing, it might not even come to you then. Like,
no, it doesn't.
It might not even come to you then, but later on it might.
It does.
You know, so
yeah.
It's so crazy. Like you can pray for it. You can do these things. That it doesn't mean that it's gonna come to you instantly. Like patience, like you said, that's the most.
Like I said, that's the key to unlock the door, because that's the first thing labeled when it says love is patient. So like I said, that's the key to unlock. You gotta have patience first, and then once you have patience, your patience for the knowledge. Like when I pray, I ask for knowledge, I ask for wisdom, you know. Yeah. And so like he's been unraveling like a lot of knowledge to me recently, and so like it's my job to share it with you guys.
I feel like that's the most important thing. Like if you have patience, if you can consistently see, you know, like his work, you can consistently see that he is trying to fix or he's trying to amend the problems that you have and stuff like that, then
he's teaching you the process.
He's teaching you, like you're in because he's teaching you, you're understanding what he's trying to tell you, you're understanding what he's saying to you, you know, like, and then that's when you after that, that's when you form a unique relationship with him and stuff like that. Like
Everybody's relationship with him is different.
yeah, and once
He
you
knows that.
He
Yeah.
sends people here for different reasons, you know? Like, that's why I feel the need to do these things and go these places and to do all these crazy things, you know? Like, my mom even said, I told my mom that I wanted to make these videos and, like, do all this stuff about 4 months ago. And she was like, people are going to think you're crazy. She's like, people thought I was crazy my whole life because my mom could see demons too growing up, you know? And they try to label her as schizophrenic. My mom's not schizophrenic. She just had the same thing as I do. But like I said, my mom is completely different from me, though. And she was like, are you ready for that? And I was like, yeah, but then I wasn't ready then. You know, I wanted to be, but I tried making videos. I had some really good videos and really good recordings a while back, but I ended up deleting them and not having the guts to post them. So like now I have the courage and I'm not scared anymore. Like one time I made a video and I was going to post, I was downloading it like onto YouTube, and I didn't rebuke it at that time because it hopped in my car, and for some reason I literally thought the government was gonna kill me, and I turned my car around and it was like speeding away. Like it was the weirdest thing ever. Like I almost crashed my car doing it. And the thing is, I wasn't under any influence of anything. But it was literally like he was trying to stop me. And it was the scariest thing ever. And I almost crashed my car doing it. And then I calmed down and I called one of my friends. And I was at the cemetery when this happened. And it was the day that I spoke in tongues to Aiden.
So you never crashed your car?
I didn't crash my car. And I was so close to doing it too when I pulled over. And I called Christian, and I was just telling him everything that just happened and telling me about speaking in tongues for the first time. Like I said, like I literally almost died. Like when I wanted to post these videos about what just happened, but I didn't have the courage. And where I recorded the first video was at my dad. Okay, so when you go to my dad's graveyard, there's an altar there, and it says, "Come up onto me," and it's Jesus just sitting there. And that's where I recorded my first testimony. And like I said, the candles have never been there before, but that day, like the candles were there. And in the Bible it says, like you can burn at my altar, but don't
Destroy it.
No, yeah, don't destroy it, but don't bow down to other altars like Baal. And so Baal is Satan, you know. Enoch is Satan. Like it's, you know, I don't know. Yeah.